This podcast is a quest for well-being, a quest for a meaningful life through the exploration of fundamental truth. Enlightening ideas, insights on physical, mental, and spiritual health. The inspiration is love. The aspiration is to awaken new ways of thinking that can lead us to a new way of being well. Welcome to Body, Mind, and Soul Healing Conversations.
Exploring your deepest truth so that you may experience your own version of joy and make your much-needed contribution to the world. Valeria Teles interviews Sophie Clement. She is a spiritual divorce coach and speaker. Sophie was born and raised in France before visiting and traveling through the world. While exploring new places and learning from other cultures, she quickly found out that not everyone had a chance to grow in a peaceful and healthy environment. This discovery changed her life and the way she views herself in the world. And at the age of 15, she knew that whatever she would do, it will have to do with helping others. Human behavior always triggered Sophie's interests and curiosity. Therefore, all her life has been about unfolding knowledge and experiences around this fascinating topic. After graduating college, looking for how she could help other people, her divorce was the catalyst for her major life shifts. She dealt with a difficult divorce and worked through all of the changes in her life, as well as all of the emotions, the heartbreak, betrayal, fear, anger, and pain that accompany divorce. Working closely with a coach, she was able to gain the level of peacefulness and confidence she acquired today. Sophie understands the power of this work because she has lived it. Her personal experience with her coach changed her life and the way she views herself in the world. That was when she decided to become a coach herself. Since her graduation from IPEC, Sophie has helped many people truly and deeply recover after a separation or a divorce. With compassion and unwavering belief in the human potential, Sophie guides her clients to their own deepest truth so that they may experience their own version of joy and make their much-needed contribution to the world. She especially loves working with creative people who want to bring their gifts to the world in a bigger way. In the spiritual divorce coaching, which comes with a beautiful emotional education, Sophie will take you on your own individual, safe, internal journey. Meet Sophie at divorcementalprep.com. Here is the interview with Sophie Clement.
In your own words, who am I speaking with today?
Hi, my name is Sophie Clement. I'm a certified coach specialized in spiritual separation and divorce. I am French, and despite my 18 years in this country, I still carry that sticky accent with me everywhere. So if you don't get everything I said, that will give you a good excuse to contact me and ask me to repeat for you directly. Anyway, I hope I'll be able to convince you of my passion for personal growth, love, and happiness, and my persistence in helping others reaching out the life they always dreamed of.
What is life to you?
Life is an opportunity that has been given to us by the universe graciously. And it's also a chance to live an amazing experience, to play a part in a story that has been going on for thousands of years. So if we play it right, we can leave a trace, bring something to a table, contribute to the evolution of humanity. So we should be grateful for being alive every single day of our life.
What do you think is the opposite of life?
Emotions, not being connected, or living in a state of low consciousness. When you are constantly living in a world of fear, of guilt, anger, despair, frustration, your body responds with low level of reactions like lethargy, chronic stress, fatigue, depression, eating disorder, insomnia, high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, hormone imbalance, or immune system damages, well, you name it. This is not living, but surviving in darkness.
What is the purpose of the human experience?
It is to live planfully, living our true self, and filling in the mission we've been given. Because everybody came to this planet with a specific goal or mission. And most importantly, with a special and unique talent made to contribute to the world's well-being. And it's also to repair some ancestors' mistake, but that's for a different time.
At this time, what is the purpose of your life?
I believe that my purpose in life is to constantly work on myself so I can get better and better, helping other people feel and get better, healthier, and live the life they are made for. Pablo Picasso, the painter, said once, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away." I really love that quote.
What are some of the greatest misconceptions about happiness, in your opinion?
Well, the most common mistake is that people tend to believe that they will find happiness in something obvious and external. Like, I would be happier when I have more money, or a perfect partner, a big house, or whatever they think they need. But by doing so, they always delay the moment they can be happy. And they actually block all access to happiness because they convince themselves that they cannot experience any happiness unless they get these things. And the second outcome of this kind of limited thinking is the endless pursuit of happiness. Because true happiness is connected with our inner self, our mindset. And as long as we don't heal ourselves internally, nothing in the world will make us happy in the long term. And we continue to just want more. And this creates a vicious cycle that makes us greedier and eternally unfulfilled. That's how we fall into patterns we can't get out of.
What is healing to you?
Healing is dropping or protecting walls, relinquishing ego, and letting the fears go. Because fears are partly responsible for making our life miserable and unhealthy. And working on our thoughts and beliefs is probably the most important impact in our healing process.
What do you love most about being in a human body?
I love being in a human body. We have been perfectly conceived, the perfect engineering in absolutely fascinating way. So the best part of it for me are the heart and the brain and how they connect together. We do have an extremely powerful machine here. And in fact, it's so powerful that it can make our life or miserable or the most amazing experience human can conceive. And the day we realize the power we have in our hands becomes the first day of our life. We have access to limitless, amazing possibilities. The only limits we experience are created in our mind. We are constantly blocking our access to miracles. And we need to use this tool very, very wisely. And at Divorce Mental Prep, we give you the tools and knowledge to use it properly and start the life you're looking for.
What is the meaning of freedom to you? What is to be free?
We agree that freedom means many different things, right? Including physical freedom. Well, for me, freedom happens internally. That is something no one can take away from you. It's being free of thinking, desiring, or feeling anything you want. How does that feel already? Well, think about Nelson Mandela. He spent the first 18 of his 27 years of prison confined to a small cell without a bed or plumbing. He was forced to do hard labor in a quarry. He could write and receive a letter only every 6 months, and once a year, and only once a year, he was allowed to meet with a visitor for 30 minutes. Crazy, huh? Well, he remained physically captured and tortured for all these years, but mentally, he always was free. That's what kept him sane and unbroken and in peace, with no angers or frustration and with no desire to get revenge. In fact, his convictions, the one he's been in prison for, grew even bigger and stronger, and his love never failed. So to be free is living with no pain from the past, no fears for the future, but most importantly, living in a state of unconditional love, forgiveness, and acceptance.
At this time, what is the world's greatest need? And also, do you have a vision for a new reality?
Today, the world's biggest issue is fear. So the world's greatest need is love. It's hard to stay into a positive and growing mindset when we keep receiving so many negative messages all day long. Between the forums and chat rooms and news and advertising, social media, and they are all part of the destructive process. And once we believe in this fearful idea, we can wait to pass around the hot potato. Well, the problem with fear is the irrational reactions that follow the feeling. Fear is a great source for violence, power games, anger, aggressiveness, anxiety, panic attack, and so on. So if we could switch these fears with unconditional love, the world would be a completely different place. People would start to feel free, and the behavior would be more cooperative. And my vision of a new reality would be a general change of mindset. I believe that COVID has already contributed to that change. It created two main groups. So one group with people whose COVID just made their fears stronger, living in high anxiety and suffering badly from the situation. And the other group of people who used this event as an opportunity to change their mindset and grow in peace, gratitude, and happiness. And I have made this vision my mission. Every day, I'm helping people reach a higher state of consciousness, finding themselves, loving themselves, and respecting themselves, which will impact them, the world, and people around them.
What is your understanding and idea of love?
Well, I believe that love has been misused, and today the meaning can be confusing and misunderstood. We are accustomed to thinking of love as something we share with another, but the oneness that we truly seek is the communion with our own essence, our God or goddess within. I keep hearing many people giving a wrong description of what love is or can do. Like, love can be painful. It can be removed from us. It can be transformed into hatred. It doesn't last. It is hard to get or to find. Well, truth is, all these statements have nothing to do with love. Love is the foundation for all existence. True love is unconditional, permanent, nurturing, and supporting. It cannot be taken away from us because it doesn't depend on external conditions. Love has to come from us, through us. We need to create enough self-love to be able to share the overflow with others. That's the only way true love can exist. Many people who are lacking self-love try to get it through someone else using relationships. They believe a new friend or partner will be able to give them the feeling of love they are craving for. And I've noticed that the less they love themselves, the more they need a fix. It becomes an addiction. They need it so much that they get greedy, jealous, angry, frustrated when they get some. And when they realize they can get what they need from their partner or friend, they get disappointed and leave. And for the other person, it can be overwhelming and sometimes even devastating. So if we depend on someone's love, then we're not free. And we definitely need to work on our self-love.
What is inner peace to you?
The inner peace is when you become one with yourself. It's complete surrendering to the universe or God. It is when nothing is good or bad anymore, when you are free of fears, negative beliefs, anxiety, and you live your true self. Inner peace is when you give up any resistance and trust the process completely with confidence.
What is to be spiritual, and what is spirituality?
Spirituality is often confused with religion. However, it's very different from religion. In fact, we can be spiritual without being religious. It's a very complex matter, but I will give you my short and simple answer of what I think of it. So spirituality is, for me, the recognition and the belief that there is a force greater than us, a presence, an intelligence, and a power so perfect, so loving that no human words can adequately describe, and it is within you. It does not include all the rules and rituals, and it's larger than a specific organization. So the power of spirituality is that is collective to all religions and exists without religion. And the spiritual growth is a pathway to understand who we actually are through a series of awakenings and challenges. And this process helps us to be free and surrender.
How do you define success? What is to be successful to you?
Well, success has been mostly associated with external outcomes, such as being promoted in a big company, making a big load of money, or being able to buy a mansion or an expensive exotic sports car. Well, all of these are certainly an accomplishment, no doubt. However, I believe that these are a success only if there's also spiritual accomplishment with it. Like, are they happy? Do they feel fulfilled? Do they live their true self? Many people live in big mansions with a lot of money, but with a huge lack of happiness. So what's the point, right? For me, being successful has everything to do with myself, my true self. If I can reach a higher level of consciousness, opening to all opportunities, respecting who I am and what I really want, then I am successful. And this state of mind not only helps with well-being and health, but it also helps, it makes you more available and effective to help others.
So, why did you choose to do what you do?
Okay, let's face it. Everything we just talked about seems like dreamland. Beautiful, unreachable place out of reality where everything is perfect, too good to be true. Well, in fact, some of you might even think of this as delusional or woo-woo. Well, I was there. But guess what? I realized that all thoughts determine the world we see. And it took me many years to get there. The reason is I tried to do all the work on my own. After using all the resources I could find, like including in books, seminars, trainings, and so on, I ended up empty, disappointed, exhausted. Until I found my first coach, Danielle. So she was the first one who helped me make the switch. Then came other people on my path who helped me grow and get closer to my goals. But what I've learned is I could have never done it by myself. No way. And that's why I do what I do today. I want to be a link in the chain and help others reach their dreamland. I want to show them that it is completely possible and that they also can have access to everything they want in life. It is not too good to be true.
Talk to me for a moment about the services you offer.
When COVID started, I decided to take some time off and study what people were missing. So I registered 2 different groups of discussion, all related to divorce, loneliness, and anxiety. And even if I already knew what the connection was within all of them, I wasn't sure of what to bring on the table and what they didn't already have. So what I could bring to make an affecting and dramatic, life-changing experience. I know and understand that many people out there are trying to make this change on their own, and I don't want to discourage them or force them to work with someone. So what I did is I create some sort of shelter online where they can feel safe, supported, and understood in their transformation. I want to make sure they know that whatever they try or want to try, they will be completely supported with no judgment whatsoever. So this platform, that is also an app, offers everything you need to go through the transformation, but not completely on your own. So you'll find like a forum and interest groups to meet and exchange with like-minded people. That's a safe and great place to exchange experiences and disappointment and maybe tips, encouragement, and information, of course. We have a book club with already a few books on the shelves that can help you grow and learn about yourself. And every month we discuss a new book, and everyone is free to give his her honest opinion about the book or the experience they have had trying what the book suggested. We have challenges also to boost the members to change their habits and reach a healthier lifestyle. They are 21 days long, and you receive notification every day to make sure you have done it. We offer events like Open Mic. It's a live event online where people can express freely, exchange, meditation session, yoga classes, coach and walk event, which is organized hiking, during which we learn tools, exchange experience, and help each other with whatever issues there are. Accountability buddy program, which is where we match and get members together so they can help each other accomplish their goals for their transformation. Of course, I'm making my part in by sending messages to the members, checking in, encouraging people to keep going and giving new tools and tips or ideas to keep them moving forward. We have a bunch of resources available to our members, including materials and tools for self-development, blogs with many articles you might find interesting. And coming up, I want to add a program where I would offer classes to teach amazing spiritual tools that will change your life forever. The fun things about this platform called Divorce Collective, it comes with an app, so you can have access to it everywhere and anytime. Now, for anyone willing to dig deeper and ready to work hard on that transformation, I offer a great coaching program, including a unique personality assessment with a 90 minutes debrief, which already gives the big line of what needs to be worked on. 6 one-on-one coaching session and some material and other goodies. So during these sessions, we will learn and work with amazing and transformation tools such as EFT, emotional freedom technique, tapping techniques to release negative emotions, or Ho'oponopono. It's an ancient Hawaiian healing art of conflict resolution. These are just amazing, and incredible. They are life-changing.
Where can we find more information about you, your work, products, services, and future projects?
Well, if you want to learn more about Divorce Collective, you can visit my website at www.divorcementalprep.com. To stay connected and receive regular positive and encouraging messages, you can join my Facebook group. It's on facebook.com/groups/divorce group for women. You can also contact us for anything, question, concerns, or things you have not understood in this interview at contact@divorcementalprep.com.
We are almost at the end of our conversation, and I have 2 final questions for you. If you knew you would die soon, meaning losing the body, would you make any change in your life or do anything in a different way?
I wouldn't change anything in my life today because I reached that level of consciousness, happiness, and peacefulness that I have been looking for all my life. I know I still have a lot of work to do, but besides continuing what I do, I wouldn't change anything. Life is exciting every day. Every morning when I wake up, I'm excited about the new day. And if I die tomorrow, I would be grateful for the life I had. And all my ups and downs are all part of what builds who I am. I have been very lucky to have been offered this opportunity. That's how I feel. I'm very grateful.
What are 3 things about life you know for sure as of this moment?
The 3 things I know about life is, number 1, I'm 100% responsible for my action, my behavior, and for everything that's happening in my life. And I know that if I want to change anything, or if I want anything to be different, I have the power to do it. Number 2, the key to better relationship and happier life is self-love. And people don't realize how this little switch is powerful. It changed my life. And number 3, surrendering to the universe and trusting the process is what we need to start seeing miracles happening.
Thank you so much for your presence, for sharing your wisdom and doing what you do.
Thank you for listening and staying until the end. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. To learn more about Sophie Clement and her work, please visit divorcementalprep.com.
To learn more about this podcast, please visit fitforjoy.org/podcast. Thank you again for listening, and bye for now.